Hello and welcome to the Sheer Luck Show. I'm Olivia Wayne and joining me on the sofa today are Charlotte Collins, Polly Sayer and Rebecca Hull. Welcome ladies. Now today's show is filled with fashion. I'm going to be joining the fashion team to discuss our favourite outfits of the week from celebrities and influencers alike. Plus, we'll be sharing how you can recreate each look for yourself in Style Watch. Later on, Charlotte and I will be talking through our favourite pieces from Ted Baker in a new in haul. But first, did you hear about Dame Emma Thompson and the selfie thing?
Yes.
So basically, she said to have been horrified to learn that a waiter lost his job asking for a selfie with her. Now, there's kind of a lot of questions here about etiquette of selfieing. Also, if you work in a place, is that appropriate? I mean, like, guys, how do you feel when you ask me for selfies? Like, how does that make you feel? And what is it so not on when you're working somewhere to ask someone for a selfie?
Yeah, I think that's not appropriate.
I think we all probably agree on that. I do think being fired is quite extreme, personally, because I think there are ways you can deal with that.
Well, technically he was suspended from his job. We don't know for how long.
Okay.
So it could have escalated.
Fine.
I don't know.
It's very unprofessional.
It is very unprofessional. Yeah.
But also, there's a strict protocol for the hotel. Now, this is at Brown's Hotel, which is obviously a lovely hotel in London. There must be celebrities in and out all day, so it's not, but if Dame Emma Thompson is like your ultimate, have you ever taken a selfie or asked for one with someone, and how do you feel about it?
Your first foray was the other day, wasn't it?
I'm really strict on not doing it. A, because I think people are like entitled to their private life. I just think that if celebrities walking down the street, then they should not be disturbed. And B, I just find it a bit cringe. Like, what's the point?
That's how I feel. Like,
it's not cool unless you're like actively hanging out with a celebrity, just finding someone and taking a picture.
I'm now meeting Miranda Kerr. I don't know if any of you know, like via Instagram.
Sorry, are you?
No joke, but like at least that's like genuine. No, but I know what you mean. It's like, hi, sorry, excuse me, can I just?
Because so actually, this is a bit of a tangent, but basically my family's obsessed with Frasier, like really, like our dogs call Frasier, we're really obsessed. And I've seen Kelsey Grammer in the flesh a couple of times, but none of us have ever gone to ask him. We're like, what's the point? It just ruins that.
Why are you doing that photo?
Exactly, he doesn't care. So what I'm going to do is interrupt this famous person's day. So actually, we've just admired him like stalkers from a distance.
Do you remember that episode when him and Niall were like,
what's the point? But no, you're right. My husband did make me take a photo with somebody the other day because he's a bit more forthcoming than that. We saw Tan from Queer Eye in Selfridges.
To be fair, if I did see a member of Queer Eye, I would be really restraining myself not.
Don't you think there's something different with a member of... They're almost like, that's their
They're like influencers
shtick.
almost.
Yeah, and they're also like with the public. That's how they interact.
Totally.
They're not like a movie star who doesn't,
But then I guess then there's so many variations, isn't there, of when it's okay and when it's acceptable. So it does get a bit blurred lines.
Also, like, is that not the world of celebrity nowadays?
Yeah, like almost like when they complain about having selfies taken with them, I think it's a bit like, well, that's part of your job now, and if you don't like it, maybe go and get a normal job.
But I do think that's a bit unfair. If you set, I completely agree. If you are like you've set out to be a TV presenter or something, but if you are an actor and you really want to just like do your craft,
presenters, A-list celebs too.
Sorry.
No, but if you're like a reality star, like that is literally how you
And also, I think there's a difference between asking someone a selfie in a shop and asking someone for a selfie when they're eating a sit-down meal with their
I agree.
family.
I think that is literally interrupting their personal space, their conversation. If they're walking through and it's like, do you mind? My mum loves you. It's like, oh God, my God. Needless to say, Emma didn't seem to be the one having a problem here. It was more the hotel's issue. Right, let's move on to beauty. There is a piece live now on the site about statement lips. I've never known what it's about. Anyway, what's your tips? Or I'm not asking the viewer, I'm asking Becky mainly, because it seems like you love a statement lip. What are your tips on applying it well? Because I often end up with it here.
Yeah. Well, we before the show, and actually when I interviewed people for the piece for this, apparently one tip to stop it from blurring around the edges of your lips is to use brow wax. Because wax stops it from feathering.
Brow wax is in something that you would put in your eyebrows.
So you can get sort of brow wax pencils or just brow wax.
It's like they literally like wax your lower lip or something.
No.
Like Vaseline almost. Like you just need something that
like
kind
Vaseline,
of like a
you
gel.
need like a barrier, exactly. And you sort of just dab that around your lips and that will stop. I mean, lipstick's going to smudge. It just is. Like that is what it is. But if you want to prevent it...
you keep yours on for the day.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also just maintenance. If you're not constantly like rubbing at it or anything, it's
eating, drinks.
It's not
do you
too
do that
bad.
whole
No, I don't do. I've never
Do you top up?
I do top up. I was about to say, I think it's also topping up. And I think also one thing is I never just put it on straight from a bullet. One thing I do is always put it on with my finger.
Oh.
Because it's more it's more sort of blurred and diffused, and you don't get the same smudging or feathering as if you apply straight from the bullet.
That is a good tip.
Yeah.
But then like how do you get into like the little corners?
Yeah, how do you like
you
make
can
them
still,
arches?
I'd still sort of, in fact, the one you've got on, the Laurent Mercier one.
This is
so
not an
nice,
ad,
Olivia.
this is so genuine.
Yeah, it's so good.
I get asked about it all the time.
It is
really
the best
nice.
colour.
Nice shade.
Yeah, but also, so what you're saying.
So what I'm saying,
it's not big enough to dab really.
no, you kind of just have to literally roll it on, and then I pat it in with my finger.
Right.
Because I just think, and also I have got quite thin lips, which we were talking about, so I think you need to do that rather than put it all on, because otherwise it can look a bit, full on, a bit too.
I've just put this on for the show, and I like it. In 3 hours, it's going to be a bit crusty, crunchy,
congealed.
and then do you keep layering on, or do you start again?
I feel like you could, and also just tapping a bit of balm on top refreshes it. That's enough. But I think, there's loads of little tips, and I think people are too scared of statement lipsticks. They don't have to be a scary thing, like I said.
Well, actually, obviously yours is quite a bold colour, but it's not like, whoa, what's on your
It's
lip?
the finger trick, Olivia. Use my finger.
Now, you two, I don't know if I've ever seen you in a...
No, I'm too lazy for it. I'm quite sort of minimal generally, like with the upkeep, and I think I'm too lazy to keep applying it. And I'm also worried sick about, going into a meeting and having like half my lipstick gone, so I'd rather just not put it on.
Yeah.
But,
That's
on
happened
occasion,
a lot to me, so yeah,
occasionally I'll wear like a red lip if I'm going out or something. It's quite a nice touch to go for, but
if you're knackered, it's great to diffuse.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't seem to like wake up eyes, or you're feeling a bit it does detract.
It is fun as well. I think take it as fun. You can just top it up. It's not like...
Yeah, that's true.
It's
like
not
Lisa always said, exactly. You can take
it's
it off,
not. Or just take, and even if you take it off, you'll still get a slight stain left behind.
How do you take it off best? Because I always find when I take it off my normal makeup remover, it like dries my lips out massively.
And that it's still hard to really get off. And it'll stay a bit.
You need
like the Joker.
Swipes. You need like a good cleansing balm or something that's just going to melt it off. And also using the back of another tip, I've digressed.
So hacky.
Before you put statement lipstick on, you can use the back of a toothbrush to like buff down your lips. That gets nothing works better to get rid of dry
When you say the
skin.
back, you mean like the bristles?
Sorry, the bristles, not the back. Yeah, because that just buffs away dead skin really nicely and easily. And it's a good way of doing it.
And just finally,
just like not my vibe. But I do. I've got a really good statement one here that like when I fancy it. I
think it would suit you.
Okay, and finally, because we could talk about red lips all day, mascara. There's another piece I've been on the site talking about budget mascara. Sorry, I'm crossing my scripts here. And mascara's costing £11 and under, which is quite a good ballpark for mascara because some of them are crazy amounts. Yeah. You've got such a well-priced one. So
I'm very excited about this, guys. So on Beauty Spot this week, I introduced Catrice's new EYECONISTA mascara.
It's Catrice. I
don't even know.
Neither had I. Guys, it's just come over to the UK and it's $4.99.
Oh, wow.
It's got the tiniest one, so I was like, that's not going to do anything.
Is it silicone or
I'm not
brushy?
joking. It's brushy.
Good.
It's brushy. So technical here. But I'm not joking. It gives serious volume, and it does actually say on it, I think it says 180% more volume. I've got it on now.
Are you wearing it now?
I'm wearing it now.
Lashes do look very
honestly,
long.
and I'm quite fussy.
Her lashes always look long.
They do, but they look particularly luscious today.
These, honestly, I promise you, for $4.99, it is
go wrong.
so,
Where can you buy it?
So good. You can get it online. I think it's coming to Boots, but I can check that. But Google it.
We'll have it linked below.
It'll be
What's the
online.
brand?
Catrice Cosmetics. Really affordable new brand.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Honestly, what's
amazing.
your hero?
Well, it doesn't sound quite as good as that, but I've got a cheap and cheerful Max Factor one, which I think is like £13. But in contrast, the brush is quite bushy.
Oh, I see.
I love a bushy
brush. Yeah, that's usually what I have to go for because my eyelashes are not like Becky's and they're quite short and rubbish. But I do find kind of fans them out nicely, gives them a bit of volume.
Does it thicken them? I like
yes,
clumpy,
it does.
clumpy.
Yeah,
it's not too clumpy. clumpy, but like in a good way, I find.
Do you think you have to work harder with a smaller brush than you do with a big
Usually, because I usually way prefer fat brushes as well, but somehow, that one, guys, I'm telling you, it delivers.
If you take nothing away from this show, take this.
Take Catrice with you.
Yeah. What's your...
Well, mine's not so budget, but this is from Benefit, which was obviously like a fun brand, and you can get it in Boots. So,
you can, exactly.
And obviously it's a mini. So, and I really like being.
It is accessible as well.
Is that the silicone one or not?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me. Silicone.
Yeah.
Silicone,
Oh yeah.
And it's curved again. Good curve.
But I love a curve.
I always poke my eye out with a silicone. It's so weird. It's like they're wetter and slippery.
No, I love this. It's really good for the little ones. Like for me, what makes a massive difference to my face is if the little ones in the corner get out, and this one really does reach everything in a way that
is a very good mascara.
And Lisa Potter-Dixon gave a great tip with what's the other kind of really iconic Benefit mascara? Get Real. She said, open it for the night, let it dry out just once overnight when you first get it. It just dries it out the tiniest bit to then not be so wet and kind of eye pokey.
Wow, there we go.
That really stuck with me. Mine is It Cosmetics Superhero. It's incredible. Like this, I genuinely swear by. I think it's like 19.
It's such a good brand.
It's not as big as your brush, but still furry enough, and it really, really coats them, makes them clumpy, just how I like it.
Inky.
Okay, and finally, just very quickly, let's pick one quick other hero product of your own. I'm going to go first because mine's a toothbrush, not my teeth. My teeth are not decaying and like weirdly makeup stained. But I spray my toothbrush with hairspray. My hair is in it, it's charming. And then I lock in the babies. You know?
So clever.
I haven't actually done it today because I thought they were okay.
Do you do it even when your hair's down?
If they're wild, mine go wild, and the dirtier it gets. I only wash my hair once a week because who has time to wash hair? And so when it's a bit dry shampoo won't do it. So this.
Loads of brands are launching like special brushes for that.
And don't waste your money.
King's
That's obscene. Just go to Wilko for £1 or wherever you get the
toothbrush.
This is like from a hotel or a plane or whatever.
It doesn't need to be a good toothbrush.
No, and you just.
Do you spray it with hairspray or anything?
Hairspray. Otherwise, it's just weird.
Otherwise, you'll just comb it. I didn't hear you.
Spray it with hairspray and lock it down, especially if you want to do half up or bit. You know,
Like
it really works. Yeah, if you want to look like Charlotte. And you have my hair. Like what you want.
Dreamy.
So mine is this time it is a budget one. This is Maybelline's Superstay concealer, and it's honestly so good. I find it quite hard to colour match my concealer to my foundation. I go quite a few shades darker than my natural. But this does look really like scary dark, but no, it turns out it works quite well.
It's fine.
But it comes in a load of colours. I've got a more pale one upstairs actually, and it just really, really works. I use it with a beauty blender, buff it in.
Oh, she loves
great for that.
You're so
I love a
fancy.
beauty blender.
I use it with a beauty finger blender.
It's just these really blue bits here and these really red bits here, and it really gets to them. Really gets red. Big fan.
Okay, Paul.
Well, I've got something I think a few of us have got, which is a Rimmel Exaggerate liquid eyeliner, which I use. It's just a good, cheap and cheap one.
That's been around for. That's when I first started using eyeliner.
I think I've used it since I was like 12.
I would never invest in a black eyeliner because Rimmel does do the best.
Does do the job.
High Street is some of the best, guys. It really
I think
is.
for a mascara and an eyeliner like that, you don't need to spend loads.
That's the one with the quite thick. Sorry, just open it up again.
So you said you've got a slightly thinner one.
So I have that one as well.
So that one's a bit thicker.
That's kind of got like a felt tip.
I love it. Yeah.
Whereas there's another Rimmel one which is kind of longer and thinner, and it's more of a brush, like a very thin brush, which I personally find a bit more like fluid.
Maybe I'll deviate.
I haven't worn a top eyeliner in years.
There's also a
I'm
Revlon
so
one.
lazy. I'm lazy. I can't be bothered.
More of a lip
That's because
gal.
you wear lips, exactly.
Yeah, you are a lip gal.
And clunky lashes.
Mine is a lipstick, statement lip, but it's Topshop, and it is their ultra matte lip crayon in, I think it's, Impressive. But I absolutely love Topshop makeup. I've said it before. They're really affordable. You can see how much I've used that. Again, you just scribble it on. Great fun.
What size sharpener is that? Because I literally botched one of my favourite pencils just 2 nights ago.
Yeah, you need just a chunky sharpener.
No, but you needed like extra chunky or it's like specific. It's very annoying. But that one's a bit more standard.
That one's a bit more standard. And actually, I've had this for over a year. It's lasted me really well.
That's lovely. Right, we've really got to stop because we're rabbiting on. That is all we have time for. Next day, we're going to be looking to the stars for style inspiration as we discuss our favourite outfits and how you can recreate the look for less.
Hello, I'm Sophie Conran. Welcome to my flat in London.
Style Watch is back, where we show you our favourite celebrity and influencer looks of the week and how to recreate them at home. So we're going to launch straight in with Gugu Mbatha-Raw, who was wearing Erdem this week at a BAFTA party, an Academy party.
Yeah, what was this party that they're all
There's like another Academy
It's
Award
time,
show.
isn't it? It's all coming.
It's coming. We're gearing up to the Oscars. And she was wearing this amazing hot pink Erdem. Gorgeous, right?
Yeah, so gorgeous. Love those puff sleeves. So lovely. And that kind of ruffle detail at the bottom is so pretty, isn't it?
It's such a classic shape.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's kind of so simple, but the colour and the
embellishment.
Yeah, that adds.
Yes.
It's almost like if you're going to do less in the shape, go big on the colour.
Completely agree. Because actually, it's pretty modest as far as evening dresses go. It's not tight, it's not revealing. So I agree. I think
if you're looking at it in black and white, you're like, meh. But it's, I guess, the colour and the embellishment.
Yeah. And the slick back hair, I think you need
Really
as well.
Also, she's, I mean,
Yes.
stunning.
So
and
beautiful.
It's like perfectly symmetrical looking. You know, she carries it beautifully.
And I think that kind of dress shape would flatter like most body shapes.
I think so too.
So obviously she's beautiful.
Also, a lot of people don't like their arms, and evening wear that covers your arms is a question we get a lot, and so that's a good example of style to be looking out for, even if you're not purchasing Erdem. And we've got a Rixo. Rixo actually are really good for a similar shape, aren't
yeah,
they?
definitely. And obviously it's not super duper cheap, but it's a damn sight cheaper than Erdem, and it's a lovely shape. So.
Yeah.
And a keeper. I mean, you can always pull it out.
Sure.
Exactly right, exactly.
Yeah, gorgeous.
Okay, let's move on to look at Dakota Johnson at the same party. Bless you, wearing Brandon Maxwell. I mean, this
I'm a big fan of his stuff anyway. Didn't he dress Mandy Moore and you didn't like it at
I didn't
Emmys,
like
but
that.
I loved it. Yeah, that's
but this isn't. This I think is absolutely
This
sensational.
is knockout. And
Knockout.
it was all over Instagram.
Yeah.
And she is just phenomenal in it.
Yeah, she looks absolutely incredible. That little kind of bralette top is so sweet, and just the size of the skirt is so nice.
I mean, it's not bridal, is it?
I mean, it's kind of bridal
Could be.
inspired.
A very
isn't it?
modern bride, I guess.
I think I love that as a way. I mean, you've got to be bold, and you've also you have to be tiny, of course you do.
Yeah.
But all very toned at the very least. But I think how cool if you fancy something a bit different. I actually know a few brides who've worn that's quite a revealing crop top, but a big skirt with a crop top style.
I guess if you have a slither
of
rather than like
skin. Yeah, exactly. And so what is it about this that you think is so sensational? Is it the volume? Is it the revealingness? Like, what is working so well about this?
Yeah, it must be the volume of the skirt.
Yeah, I don't think it's the revealing. I think that's just a lovely addition. But that skirt is so mega, and also the simplicity. Like, it's just stunning fabric.
Yes.
Yeah, but I also think the slither of the waist, whatever that's on show, actually, because if it was all in one, maybe it wouldn't have been as sensational. I think that little hint of skin on show is actually what makes it.
There's also something about it being her. She's so, like,
cool
and understated. Like, I don't know if you've ever looked at Instagram, but she's posted like 4 times about nothing. Like, not nothing, but like something, not her. She's not showy.
No.
And then out she comes, like, bang, like this. It's just beautiful.
She's very natural. She never looks too over the top, and still somehow in this she manages to maintain that, doesn't she?
I totally agree.
I think it's the messy waves as well,
Perfect fringe.
Perfect fringe, but not too perfect, and that's kind of why.
And she's not grinning like a wilder, like, I'm so buzzing. It's more like, whatever.
I'm
just
wearing
rock
this.
it.
Cool attitude.
Where can we get it? Because I can't do Brandon.
You can get a similar vibe at Monsoon.
Yeah, the skirt's actually quite similar, I would say. Yeah.
But I also think to recreate this, there's a lot of those kind of tulle skirts out there. Needle and Thread do a big tulle skirt.
Yeah.
And you could wear that if you don't want to go for the whole bralette thing with a body. And actually, you could still get that really kind of cinched waist silhouette style.
I guess you could also do like a long sleeve crop.
Yeah.
So then it's just tummy, not because that's, I guess, the thing. There's a lot on the show.
Agreed.
Blah.
Oh, amazing.
Stunning.
Okay, we're going to talk about Katie Holmes.
Divisive Katie Holmes.
Very divisive. She's wearing Saint Laurent. I have to say, I think she looks fabulous here, but Polly, we've disagreed in the past few weeks,
I
haven't we?
think she's looking sensational at the moment. Ever since she wore that Kate like cardigan bralette combo, obviously, I feel like she's
Bradigan,
really been
if you will.
Bradigan.
Bradigan, yeah.
She's really kind of catapulted herself into this kind of semi-style icon for the time being, but you're not so convinced.
I think that outfit was great. So for those who haven't seen, she stepped out about a month, or it was towards the end of summer, wearing a matching cardigan and bra set, and she kind of had it off the shoulders. You could see a bit of the bra, and that was really cool. Yeah. But I think it was a bit of a one-off, personally.
I've seen her a couple of times
I agree with you. I feel like recently I've seen images and I'm like, you look great, but for me it feels very orchestrated.
Yeah.
Even, I don't know if it is or isn't. Also, most celebrities are dressed or styled. But it feels like I'm going out in New York, put on my outfit, rather than like if you know, Bella's walking down the street or whatever.
Because she's always like hailing a cab or like doing something. Yeah, I agree with you.
I think as well, unfortunately, the pose in this one, she doesn't look comfortable.
No.
Like Dakota's just so owning it, and she looks like, oh, you've caught me.
I've seen a better photo of her wearing this look. But yeah, I think she does look amazing. I think it's the spotty tights that really do it for me.
I have to say, I love this look. I think this is really cool. Yeah, whether she's my new style icon, I'm not sure. But yeah, the spotty tights with a black long-sleeved mini dress. I mean, that's a cool look.
And it's chic. Like, it's a great way to do evening wear, party wear, isn't it?
Yeah, and if you do feel self-conscious again about having your legs out, this is a way to kind of bridge that
not
gap.
skin.
Totally wearable, I think.
And totally copyable.
Very copyable. And a dark lip as well, which kind of completes the look.
And her hair's good.
Yeah, messy hair.
Yeah, we'll give it to her. She looks lovely.
I agree on this occasion. Very cool. And you can replicate with a mini dress at Another Stories and full tights. I think we should do a story on cool tights. There's a lot out there at the moment. We'll do it.
We need Laura Wallace.
Laura Wills.
Yes,
she's always on. She does.
Laura Wallace. Oh yeah, grew up with her. Right. Anyway, moving on.
Shout out. Okay, let's have a look at Marie Mikh. She is an editor at Vogue Russia.
She's so cool.
She's so cool, isn't she?
That is coolness.
There's the oversized jeans, the white tank top, the Bottega heels, and the cinched blazer. Olivia, why is this cool?
This is just cool because proportion-wise, I think she has so nailed it. It's that blazer is beautiful and not the oversized Frankie shop look or whatever that we're so used to seeing.
It's much more tailored,
but with the super baggy jeans, the rip, I mean,
cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I mean, look, I actually think I prefer it just without the rip. Yeah, whatever. She definitely knows what she's doing. It looks to me genuinely like she's wearing men's jeans. That look, rather than I've just bought women's baggy jeans. Because to cinch in, she almost had to buy like 4 times the size and then really get that waist.
They do look very oversized, don't they?
But also even her cami, it's like the perfect amount of bag and tuck in without it being skin tight or not the rosy body look. Versus, it's just her proportions and then easy hair, easy glasses, like easy.
It's just as cool.
The shoes, I think they're great for like the next 3 weeks and then I'd be sick of them.
Yeah, I think they're very, very cool, but they will only be cool for the next couple of months. So maybe don't invest if you're not sure. Polly, how do you think this is quite a replicable look? Obviously she looks really cool in it, but how do you pull this off?
Totally. I think it's all about, like you said, of the proportions. She's gone oversized, but because she's cinched in the waist, that's what keeps it quite feminine. So I totally think you could replicate this for yourself. Zara do, as you'll see, some great sort of slouchy ones. If you don't want to genuinely buy trousers that are way too big for you, but they've got that big sort of balloon shape. Yeah, just cinch in the waist, make sure you've got a bit of your like neck on show, and I think that's how you pull it off for day to day.
Also, that's a long line blazer, really. It's
so I was going to say, I think actually it's easier to pull off with a crop. So this looks amazing on her, but if you are unsure about how to replicate it, a crop jacket might just feel a bit more comfortable proportion-wise.
Also, she's minuscule, I imagine, underneath. Whereas if you feel a little bit curvier, the crop would help with the bigger bottom pants.
Exactly right. Okay, let's move on and look at Marianne of Smith Sisters wearing a mango boiler suit. Marianne
of Insta Rapid Growth fame.
Serious growth. So for those who don't know, about 7 weeks ago, Marianne had 6,000 followers. She's now got over 100,000. It's like stratospheric growth.
Overnight success.
Seriously, overnight success. Polly, why do you think she's been so successful?
Well, she just has, an amazing sense of style, but I think she does the same sort of things, like the mirror selfie vibe, very well. And she wears mostly high street, which obviously is great for most people because it's stuff that you can actually buy and wear for yourself. So
it's very accessible.
Very accessible, and she looks great, and she provides me personally with so much style and
me too.
Every day. So she deserves all the success that she's got.
She seems really nice. As in, like, from what she's had, the few videos she's posted where she speaks, she seems like a really nice girl. But also she's so consistent.
Correct.
Like, she doesn't miss a day, it feels like, and also the pose is the same. Like her grid. Chat, but is just so consistent.
Yes, agreed. Very perfect. What do we like about this outfit?
Well, she really nails, I think, layering. Her whole vibe is wearing lots of layers, about being a bit more creative, and she wears a hat. I actually don't know whether it's a boiler suit. I think when she tagged it online, it was a shirt.
Oh, sorry, okay.
So, but it looks very much like a boiler suit. You could go either.
But that's even more perfect. You get two for a dream.
Definitely. But yeah, she just, she just looks great and everything.
However, she's very tiny. So she doesn't look bulky in layers. It's not like...
I don't know, I just think as long as you layer cleverly, then it doesn't have to look bulky.
Have you done a piece on that yet?
Well, no, but we will. Thank you for the inspiration.
No,
but what we have done is an interview with Marianne on the site that went live on Friday. Yes, so do have a little look back, and we can link that in the show notes below. Okay, finally, let's have a look at Grece Ghanem wearing old Celine. Gosh, she's just always so cool, isn't she?
Always so cool, yeah. And she has a real knack of just like putting things together that you wouldn't necessarily think would look great, but they obviously do. So this zebra print top with yellow trousers, you know, that's maybe not something you would automatically put together, but she shows.
I feel like
I mean, maybe you would.
But sometimes she goes, I mean, I'm not saying that a zebra print top and yellow trousers isn't out there, but sometimes she goes a little far to replicate, like you might not want to get that look yourself. Whereas this, I feel, is it's a bit of a masterclass in how to wear colour in winter, perhaps.
Yeah, I think so.
And also, just be brave. Like, it's not a big deal. Look, like, it's just feel good.
Yeah.
She looks great.
Yeah. Also, I think you can take styling tips from her, whether you want to go that outlandish or not. So the shapes are great. So that's a really flattering cut for the leg, isn't it? And then to wear the high neck with it, it's a really flattering silhouette, isn't it?
Yeah. And always have a good pair of sunnies.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you can hide the awkwardness in your eyes when you're wearing yellow trousers.
Good. I think she looks fab. And you can get the look at H&M and Nasty Gal. Yeah. Bargain. All right, great. Well, obviously everything that we talked about will be linked in the show notes below. Don't go away. Olivia and I are going to be doing a seriously good party wear haul after the break.
Where are we today?
We are at Blake's London.
Look at the tiles!
Where are the tiles from?
Columbia Road, Mosaic d'Osseur.
That is a thick bit of marble.
That is the money.
I know what these are. You know what these are, Rich? The world's most expensive doors.
You get what you pay for, right?
To my bar, and my door is now going to slide in. I mean, how cool is that? 3, 2, 1. Oh, I mean...
Porcelain?
That's porcelain. Well, you're standing on porcelain right now?
Yes, this is porcelain parquet. We had these laser cut to suit the size of the parquet. Mind blown.
We are going to the supermarket.
Oh, what?
I know, I'm so excited.
It's a big day. It's a big day.
Lou gets to go to Ainholm, we get to go to Sainsbury's.
Can I just say that I love this space? New Year's Eve, we just bought 4 of these or something. Absolutely brilliant. This is just the best ones in the whole world. As for this baba ganoush.
That baba ganoush is unbelievable. Oh, look at these. Should we have one now?
Do you want one?
Yeah, love these guys.
Yes.
How's it taste?
So good.
How's it taste?
My childhood. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, no.
Wow, it's crazy night at the Blaskies. Like your stomachs, guys.
Stop making me laugh because I need the loop.
Holly, where are we going now?
We're going shopping.
Where are we going?
Another story.
One item for autumn winter 2019. What do you have to have?
Have a couple.
Yeah.
Chunky knit leather trousers, straight leg pair, much cooler for this season. Don't wear anything underneath. Let's try that on. Quite similar to what I'm wearing right now. Really, really nice. Just as nice as I thought it was going to be.
Holly, so what are you wearing now?
Leather dress. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Like the kind of elasticated waist, cape-like sleeves. Like edgy, isn't it?
From killer evening wear to great coats, Ted Baker always strikes the perfect balance between stylish and wearable. The British label is so good right now, which is why we had to talk about their new season heroes. Charlotte, what have you selected? Well, it's a good-looking rail.
I really, really think that Ted Baker it comes into its own at this time of year. So obviously great all year round. Yeah. But like this is, you know, party season is approaching and this is really as good as it gets. Like,
and also when you think, oh, I need that something special, Ted Baker always jumps into your head.
Exactly right. It's so reliable. So the first piece we're going to start with, this is actually my favourite.
Me too. That's so me.
Yeah, so me as well. I've got some winter weddings coming up.
Obviously, you never not our wedding.
Literally. Isn't this amazing? So this is obviously a black maxi dress in its purest form, but with all this gorgeous Victoriana detail, such a flattering fit. I mean, this really is such a good shape for so many different people.
Beautiful to have like a sheer sleeve like this to cover your arms but not be hot.
Exactly. I love the gold foil kind of going across it as well. I think it's absolutely stunning, so wearable. Also, the beauty of a statement piece like this is you buy it, you have it, and you don't need to do anything else. You know, hair up, statement lip, whatever.
You're so right. You don't even see shoes if you don't want
exactly,
to.
Exactly.
Perfect.
You can wear flats, which is also the dream. I just think you'll get so much wear out of this.
That is seriously a great dress.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see. And look, it's a little bit pricey. It's about 500.
I think it's a little less than that. Is it?
No, I think so.
Okay, well, it'll be on the screen anyway.
Oh, sorry, but it is for life.
It's for
You'll
life.
never get sick of this.
Exactly right. And
corporate dues, and it's brilliant.
It's perfect. Lovely, lovely dress.
Love
no, you're
that.
right. Excuse me, you're right. It is 500. Investment piece. But yeah,
But that's worth the investment, I think. Some things are like, is it? That is.
100%. Like everything at Ted Baker, to be honest. So let's have a look now at this suit. So we're going to start with the jacket. I love this.
I mean...
So if you're not a dress person, or if you're looking to mix it up a bit, or if you want to get a bit more kind of bang for your buck, because you can obviously wear these pieces separately, a suit is the way to go. This is obviously a kind of classic tuxedo style with the wide leg trousers, and as I say, wear them separately or put them together.
And a tuxedo blazer you're going to wear forever.
Amazing, yeah, always.
But that with a knit tucked in, or a polo neck, or cashmere on top to chill it out the
Exactly right.
Is perfect.
And again, this is just such an easy, there's not too much styling required, so you could just add a lacy cami, or if you're feeling brave, do it up, stick on an extra popper and wear nothing underneath, red lip. It's a sexy look.
I also imagine you can count on the tailoring, the cut, and the quality here. So that's great.
Yeah, exactly. They know what they're doing.
Good selection.
So, yeah, gorgeous.
2 for 2.
Exactly right.
Well done.
Okay, now, this is actually another personal favourite. This is a velvet jumpsuit. I don't want this to make too much noise. This is actually a belt.
Oh, yeah, perfect.
Which loops round. And
they come with it?
Comes with it. So if you imagine it, well, you'll see it on Lovely Polly in the cutaways, but cinched in like that. Just so flattering, so easy.
So easy.
Yeah, I think so. People ask us so often, what do I wear to a big event? What do I wear to a wedding? This is it. This is the answer.
And
this
also,
will look good for everything.
you will just have this forever. Thin polo neck, like this kind of material polo neck underneath, if you want a bit of glitz or whatever. Cropped chill layer on top, whatever you want.
Exactly. And also you can style it in so many different ways. So you can use this belt, or you could add your own statement belt, add a thick hairband, add big earrings. The world is your oyster with it.
Bows. I see like a big bow in
Love it. Or a big bow belt. Also very Laura Wills. Love that look. So yeah, this is why Ted Baker is so good, because if you don't know what to wear, just go there and they will have
You will always find something for you, for your look.
Exactly right. Okay, we're going to move on to some skirts. Feel this. How good does that feel?
Butter.
I know. So this is obviously a leather midi skirt, which is so great for occasions, for party wear, but obviously a really useful piece to have in your wardrobe.
And actually, if you want to kind of make this a wearable piece for all year round, this is essential.
Exactly right. If you're going to invest in one thing that you're going to really, really, work with everything in your wardrobe.
A tank, a top, a blazer, anything.
Exactly. Really nice that you can cinch it in at the waist like this. So yeah, easy to kind of fit.
Very elegant.
You can tuck in something chunkier or something thinner, and yeah, I mean, I wish you could feel it through the camera.
No, it's really good quality. Yeah, that's not like imitation leather here. This is like feels.
Yeah, it feels really good, and I love a little flap. It's got a kilt kind of shape to it, hasn't it? Really nice with the long boots that are everywhere this season too. Okay, and another skirt now. This little mini.
And oh god, that feels
nice,
too,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So obviously this is a bit more fun. This is a snakeskin print mini, but I love that it's grey, which makes it again a bit more seasonal, a bit easier to wear. I think they style this online with a long grey coat, some long boots,
elegant.
Yeah, and a jumper, which is just cool.
So for that kind of chic tonal dressing look, when all the greys, is lovely.
Yeah. Really, really chic.
How can you party that one up, do you think?
Oh, wear it with a long sleeve body, like we're talking about, like a black high neck, long sleeve, like the shape that Grece Ghanem was wearing in our Style Watch section. Wear that, like in black. And again, you could add some kind of semi-sheer black tights to this as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you don't have to have a load of skin out to wear a mini.
Or a load of sequins to make it look party-ish.
Exactly right. Yeah, and actually, we've got some sequins coming up, but this rail proves that as well. That you can do party wear without being too sequiny.
If it's not
Which
your
is a
vibe.
good point, Olivia, exactly. If you do like something a bit more party-y.
Well, you know I do.
Then we have this. We've got this dress it's the same shape in two different prints.
Do you want to bring out the other one?
Let's bring out the other one
We can do them at the same time.
So here we go. So one is in a kind of midnight blue velvet, and the other is this, it's kind of a lame, isn't it? But it's not too in your face, the metallic one.
Yeah, it's like a chilled out sheen.
Yes, a chilled out sheen, I like that. And then again, the blue velvet, which is just such a statement piece.
What a beautiful shape though. That is very elegant.
Really,
love
really
a
nice
one
shape.
shoulder.
Yeah, exactly. Love a one shoulder with a big earring. I think that's such a good look.
And also, having that side out, the non-shouldered side out, or hair back on that side,
Exactly right. And again, they're not too fashion forward. They're real classics. So again, invest now, and you wear either one of them for a long time.
Always. And the belts, everything about this is done for you.
Yeah, exactly. And if you don't always want to wear black, these are really good options without going too in your face with the colour.
Really nice.
Okay, now on to some sequins. If you do like a more traditional party,
elegant,
this is amazing. I think this is just so cool. I love that it's sequin, but I feel like we kind of become desensitized to sequins now, haven't we?
Well, if Zara have them all the time.
Exactly.
But this is like, if you want to do sequins but still be chic, and elegant, cool, and covered up, and not showy, this is the way to do it.
Exactly right, because it's got the slightly higher neck.
Sleeve, I love it.
Yes, because it's not tight, you can see it's got this cinch waist detail, so it kind of hangs in the right places. It's got a sort of balloon sleeve, and it's the midi length, so it really covers all bases.
Where did that go?
Well, I think that would come about here. So it's like a little
it's perfect on you.
Yeah, great
just
length.
A tiny bit of ankle if you want it.
Exactly, with a killer heel.
Oh, stunning.
Again, it's just the party dress.
I love that.
You will come back to again and again.
Shame we're not going to any parties. Yeah, shame we're not going to any parties this Christmas. Maybe next year. Yeah.
Now let's look at another party dress. Oh, got a sequin emergency.
That's the problem with sequins.
That is the problem with sequins, but sequins on sequins. This one, I love this. I think this is so fun.
Like, the colourway on this is so gorgeous.
Yeah, really different, isn't it? I love that. Oh, what colour is this? Like a raspberry?
Or like salmon? No, I don't know. Coral?
Pink.
Muted? Whatever.
We'll go with pink.
But with the greys, it's like chill.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so chill.
Because it's got the dark grey, the kind of gunmetal running through it, it's a more subtle, almost, version of the sequins.
It just catches the light, like that's all it does.
It's gorgeous, look at that.
And another I think the key to making sequins not feel too, not trashy, but is a long sleeve with it.
Exactly.
You feel like elegant and chill.
Exactly, and again, this is slightly shorter, I think, than the silver, but it's still a midi length. So, and it's also this slightly oversizedness where it cinches in at the waist that keeps it looking cool.
I'm super impressed by this.
Good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we've also got
You like the trews?
I like a leather trouser, and this is slightly more of a culotte. They're quite wide leg, these.
But I think if you are fearful of a leather trouser like I am, of being too tight fitting, this is the way to go.
100%. I think kind of gone are the days where this is a very mainstream look now. So I think it's time to just invest. And as we've already shown, Ted Baker do some seriously good leather, and these also feel great. They're going to be comfy because they're oversized.
And again, you can dress up, dress down, so this is a forever piece, not just a Christmas party season.
Exactly. They were obviously slightly more fashion forward. I'd say they're the slightly more fashion forward version of the midi skirt that we looked at before. So if you are looking for something a bit more modern, then this is the way to go.
Perfect, love. And finally, that looks like a little hero piece at the end.
This coat. So this is. I know it's silly soft. Isn't
This is silly.
So if you're looking for a really good party coat, something to wear in winter. I'm sure we all are.
Always.
Something that's going to look really good when you're dressing up. And actually, to be honest, with something like this, you can just wear black jeans, a black top, and then your coat does the talking for you. So if you feel the cold,
like bonfire night.
Yes, Olivia, exactly.
Maybe you want to look good outside.
Exactly.
Maybe.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, you're outside a lot. Yeah.
Exactly. Or if you're just looking to kind of dress up a slightly more casual evening look, then something like this is the way to go.
So relaxing.
Exactly. Also, leopard print. I find that the leopard print colours, like traditional colours, it looks great on you. I find it harder to wear. I'd actually be more inclined to wear this.
No, and
version.
also there's something about a muted leopard, i.e. this.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. I think we're just going to keep stroking this forever, aren't we? It's amazing. Beautiful. So soft, and the lining feels good. It's amazing. So Ted Baker, not just good for party wear, good for coats too.
Great haul. I really enjoyed that. All right. Well, if you've seen something you like in today's show, then everything, as always, is linked in the show notes below. We'll be back on Thursday with a menopause special, from breaking the taboo to symptoms and solutions. Meg Matthews and Dr. Victoria will be answering your questions. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and tell your friends. Until then, goodbye.